Okta Directory.
But in this tenant, we don't have any Active Directory added to it, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Add a new custom profile attribute from AD to Okta. Assign the application to users.
This is a task for administrators required to perform.
Do they have to do that? Do they have to assign the application to users in order to add a custom profile attribute?
Uh,
I don't think so.
maybe not.
Yeah, because you should be able to add custom attributes whether you assigned it or not.
Yeah, based on going to profile and that's create.
Yeah, I think we don't really need to do that. So I'm just gonna say no personally.
Okay.
Create a new Okta profile attribute.
If this is required to perform, I don't think so.
Well, if it's a new custom profile attribute, don't they need to make one?
Create new, need to add a new custom. Well, you have a point.
If it's a new one that they're adding, wouldn't they need to create that new one first?
And yeah, and Okta, yeah. Need to add a new custom program for Okta Directory.
But
No. Okay.
both were no.
They give the reason, but okay.
This is incorrect because assigning the application Active Directory to users would not add an additional field. Okay. This option is correct because the Okta administrator would not need to create a new profile attribute. The administrator can use the existing default attribute. Interesting. Okay. Is this a valid way that an Okta admin can assign users to an application? Is this a valid way that an Okta admin can assign users to an application? Group assignment. Yes, right?
Yeah, group assignment.
Individual assignment, yes. You could individually assign a person to an application,
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah, you're right, yeah.
Okay. Is this the correct operator to use if creating a system log query? Is this the correct operator to use? Is this the correct operator to use if creating a system log query to return events that exactly match event type user.authentication.sso? This one can we check it in the event log system log?
Yeah, you can check this.
Do you know how?
Uh, let's go on Okta dashboard. I think we checking it before. System lock. We doing one time. This is a quick code for the user. I remember we was doing something one time and we was able to check.
Why is that copying this thing? Oh shit, you can't copy? Oh my God.
Okay, that's what's up.
Maybe you should put event type first. What is the thing that just popped up here? Event type equals. What is the question? Is this the correct operator to use if creating a system log query to return events that exactly match?
So, cool.
Oh, no. Ni is no. We don't see nothing like that here.
Oh,
Do you see any ni? No.
I don't see no need.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the operator is like this. Event type equals and then the operator.
Yeah.
That's the basically catch-all.
Mm,
Co is kind of like catch-all type of thing, right? Any kind of event that has that. Ni, this option is going to be because NE will match any event with an event type that does not equal. NE stands for probably not equal.
okay, any, not equal. Okay.
CO probably stands for, I don't know, maybe catch-all. I don't know. Does not equal the value. This is correct because EQ will return any event with the event type that equals the value under. Yeah, so this is the exact match, I guess.
Okay.
This is a catch-all. This is a negative, string,
Mm-hmm.
negative operator, and this is an exact match operator.
Okay.
An Okta admin has integrated AD with Okta and enabled JIT provisioning. An Okta admin has integrated Active Directory with Okta and enabled just-in-time provisioning. When an Active Directory sourced user signs into Okta for the first time, the administrator sees that two of the user's three Active Directory group memberships are not carried over into Okta. Okay, let me understand the question. Okta admin has integrated Active Directory with Okta and enabled just-in-time provisioning. When Active Directory sourced user signs into Okta for the first time, the admin sees that two of the user's three AD group memberships are not carried over into Okta. Okay. Is this a possible reason why two groups did not import? The administrator did not select all of the organizational units that contain the user's group memberships. I guess maybe he forgot to select all of them. I don't really know what an organizational unit exactly is. I'm not familiar with Active Directory to know what that is, but I'm assuming that's maybe yes.
Okay. Oh, the machine didn't select all, so yeah, yeah. I think OU is like certain policies, for I mean that you configure for users.
What do you think? I don't know.
I think it's yes.
This option is correct because the Okta Active Directory agent only detects the groups in the domain or the organizational units. Oh shit, we should have been putting these through ChatGPT if we get it wrong.
Yeah, and
From
give
now
a
on, let's
small
do that.
explanation though. You want to
Yeah,
do
then
it?
we can understand why.
Yeah.
The option is correct because the Okta Active Directory agent only detects the groups in the domain or the organizational units OUs that the administrator selects.
But I think that the feedback is what they give is not really like you call it, not really detailed like that for you to really understand why.
The feedback is not detailed. Yeah. It doesn't give exactly. It's complete shit.
Yeah. Because also agent detect the group in the domain.
That's the administrator selects. I don't even know exactly what that's. Well, I guess yeah, it's basically saying that the Active Directory agent, AD agent only detects the groups that the domain or the organization units that the admin selects. So maybe like organizational units are kind of like perhaps equivalent to like AD group or groups in Okta, something similar to that.
Okay.
An organizational unit probably has a group is like a group within Active Directory.
All right then.
For now, let's just focus on the ones, ChatGPT, the ones that we miss, and then later we'll do all of them maybe or something if we keep missing them.
Okay.
In order for delegated authentication to work, is this security policy setting required for all Active Directory users on the server where the Okta ID agent is installed? In order for delegated authentication to work, delegated authentication, is this security policy setting required for all Active Directory users on the server where the Okta AD agent is installed? Probably. You got to be within the network.
Mm-hmm.
I would think your computer
Access
needs
the
to
computer
be,
from the network.
if
Yep.
you're not part of the network for
You
where
won't
this
be able.
configuration was set up, why would you be able to, authenticate, right?
Yeah.
Is this something an Okta admin should consider when deploying an Active Directory integration for Windows desktop single sign-on? Oh, is this something an Okta admin should consider when deploying an AD integration for Windows desktop single sign-on? Is this something an Okta admin should consider when deploying an AD integration for Windows desktop single sign-on? An AD agent must be installed. Yeah, I think you have to have an AD agent anytime you're doing anything with Active Directory and Okta, I think, right?
I was thinking yes. Yeah.
Password sync from AD to Okta is handled by the AD agent.
I
Mm,
would say no.
what do you think it's handled by then? Okta?
Password sync. I
Yeah.
think yeah. Okta. I mean I go on Okta.
Okay. So no to this
You
question you're
know.
saying, right?
Huh?
You're saying no?
Yeah. I say no.
Nice. We're doing pretty good, actually. I'm surprised.
But the question would be, I think the question would be harder on the exam itself, though. Let's see, though.
Oh, no, exam is gonna be 10 times harder questions than this. I already know.
Yeah.
Every time I feel like I mean everybody that's taken it recently, they told me that the questions and exams do not resemble any of these questions here.
Yeah, it's different. It's different. Yeah.
But the better we can understand the tool and the concepts, the better we're gonna be able to figure out those questions on the spot.
Yeah, we'd be able, yeah, we'd be able to think more. So I
Yep.
guess these questions help us to think more.
Right.
Yeah.
Is this something in Okta? Okay, so we got it right. Show feedback. Mm. Agents, okay. Well, there is such thing as a password sync agent even.
Mhm.
So what exactly is an agent? Like, what is an agent? Is it like a service account?
I think it's like you say service account, but like
Is it a piece of code? Is it a what is it like physically?
I guess this is like a system that helps connect other like sub component of the system. It's just how to explain this properly. I think in like an agent is like like a main system, but have like other system that's supporting it. So you have the
Mm-hmm.
main system, then you have the other component
Mm-hmm.
supporting it.
Got it. Okay.
So I guess it have carry the weight of the system. But we could type it up. I get a better understanding. Okay.
Wait, say that one more time.
No, I say we could type it and maybe chat GPT to get a better understanding of it.
This one, you want to?
Yeah, we could do that.
All right.
We
I would like for you to explain this question to me in as much detail as you possibly can, because I'm studying for the Okta admin exam right now. So please make sure that you explain it to me in as much detail as you possibly can. And right now, keep in mind that I only have the Okta professional certification. So that's my level of understanding with this so far. When deploying Windows SSO with Okta and integrating with Active Directory, an AD agent must be installed. The Okta AD agent facilitates the communication between Okta and Active Directory, allowing Okta to sync with your AD environment for authentication and user management. For desktop SSO specifically, the AD agent is responsible for managing this interaction, ensuring smooth authentication processes for users accessing their devices. Okay. The AD agent is a key component of integrating Okta with Active Directory because it allows Okta to access and authenticate users' credentials that are stored in Active Directory. Without the Active Directory agent, Okta would not be able to perform the necessary functions like verifying user credentials or providing the appropriate access rights during the SSO process. Option is correct because password sync requires the password sync agent, not the standard AD agent. While the AD agent manages overall sync between Okta and AD, like pulling users and group password sync is a separate function. Okta offers a password sync agent specifically for syncing user passwords between AD and Okta. This agent is responsible for ensuring that user passwords and AD are kept in sync with Okta when they are changed in AD. If you're doing a direct password sync from AD to Okta, you need the password sync agent to ensure that the password information is updated correctly.
Mhm.
Hmm.
ChatGPT give more explanation.
Yeah, basically, I mean, the two things are handled by two different agents, pretty much.
Yeah.
Password has its own agent, but the agent is actually, both agents seems like it's deployed by Okta. Okta
Okay.
is the one who is providing these agents.
Mhm.
For effective password management and syncing, the password sync agent is separate and essential for syncing credentials properly. Okay, I think we got the idea. Is this a requirement for a device to be considered a managed device? Is this a requirement for a device to be considered a managed device? The device must have mobile device management through a third party Third-party enterprise mobile management EMM solution. I know they must have this mobile managed device management, but I don't know about this third-party thing. But I think this is a yes.
Yeah, I can say yes. Based on the last time,
Mhm.
my other systems. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Uto. Uh,
This is a requirement for a device to be considered a managed device. The device's operating system is Ubuntu 20.04 LTS. No,
I was thinking no too, but if you get
that's
it
not
wrong,
a requirement. The operating system can be Windows. I mean, that means that they can't have Windows, they can't have anything else. There's no way.
mm-hmm.
It's so specific. Windows 7 64-bit? It sounds way too specific. What about Linux or not Linux, but like Mac,
Uh-huh.
Mac OS? Does Okta not work with Mac?
Yeah, Okta work with Mac.
So this would also be a no. This sounds way too specific to be true.
Mm-hmm. Let's say Windows 7.
Yes.
Mm, 100.
Okay, I don't think I have any questions about that. Do you understand?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
An Okta admin is using Okta Threat Insights to determine whether there may have been any security attacks in the company's Okta org. Is this the system log event that the admin should query? An Okta admin is using Okta thread insides. Okay, let's see. Is this one that we can check inside of that system log thing, or is this different? We can check this, I think.
I think so. We could check it.
Good. How do you run these queries? You have to
Uh-huh.
authentication failed, bad username or password. Authentication failed. Bad username or password. I mean, if we think about this logically, he's trying to figure out if anybody tried to, take his stuff down, attack it.
Mm.
So now he's checking to see if there are any failed authentications.
I think, yeah, I mean, normally the system will let you know when some, like, fail attempts happen.
He could look
System
at
log.
that, but there will be some failed authentications and bad because of bad username and password, just because some people miss their password. That happens all the time, right?
Yeah.
But he could look at that if he sees many of these from one person or something, from one IP that's logging in at an odd hour from an odd
Uh-huh.
location, and combination of this failed over and over, then sure, right? That's insight for him.
I say, yeah. Oh.
Yeah, but I don't know if this is the right kind of query. Like, does it need to be written like this, or is it written some other way? I don't know about that.
Your point.
Let's just say yes for now. Oh shit. I think they need to be written like this. That other one was probably a no, because I think they all are written like in this kind of format, like this.
Okay.
Security.attack.start. I don't know. I guess, yeah, maybe.
Security attack. Security attack start.
No, that doesn't sound real.
I was thinking that
Why
made no
would you
sense.
type security.attack.start? Like, how does
Security attack
that
start.
sounds like so fake sounding, like what the
You
heck?
trying to start something. I mean, you
Right,
trying to create your own security attack.
right. I think that's a no.
Come on, start your own security attack.
Shit. There are
Snow,
both
okay.
no's.
Yeah, I should
Yeah.
write it.
Security.threat.detected will identify suspicious activity. Hmm. Org under attack event. That's interesting. Okay. While enabling group push, an Okta admin wants to identify groups to push using the find groups by rule filter. Is this group field available to an Okta admin when creating a find group rule filter? What? While enabling group push. What does group push mean? Like he's pushing groups to an application or like what, or like push notification? Oh yeah, he's setting up push notifications for a group, right?
Yeah,
Something like that.
I think that's when uh trying to force synchronize trying to force synchronize attribute too.
Mm.
I'm not sure. I think it's group push also means to try to push or try to synchronize different attributes.
Mm.
Yeah, but anyhow, yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I'm not really sure about this thing.
It's you can just check it. Check what group push is.
Okay.
Group source. Group source.
Source.
Um,
I never yeah, that's reasonable. I mean, if you pulled a group from a particular application or Active Directory or something like that, maybe, right?
mm-hmm.
That ChatGPT this one. And Okta, okay, let's break down this question regarding the field find group by rule filter in Okta, particularly in the context of group push. An Okta admin wants to use the find groups by rule filter while enabling group push and is wondering if the group source field can be used in this filter. Group push in Okta allows you to push groups from Okta to external systems, such as Active Directory or third-party directories. Okta administrators use filters and rules to control which groups are pushed and how those groups are managed. Okay. Okta admins use group filters and rules to control which groups are pushed and how those groups are managed. Find group by rule. This is a feature in Okta that allows admins to filter and identify groups based on specific criteria. When creating a filter for a group push, the admin can use the find group by rule. Filter to specify which groups should be included or excluded from the push to an external system. Group source. The group source refers to the origin of the group, such as whether it comes from Okta or an external directory like AD. In Okta, you might want to filter groups based on their source, but the availability of certain fields depends on the context in which the field. The property that can be used by another group, but not the source of the group. Why is this the case? That's not why. So you can filter based on the attributes of the group, but not by the source.
Okay.
Companies considering Okta workflows to replace their legacy code for onboarding and offboarding of users. Is this scenario a use case that can be effectively automated with Okta workflows? Oh. The company is considering Okta workflows to replace their legacy code for onboarding and offboarding of users. Is this scenario a use case that can be effectively automated with Okta workflows? Activate user accounts and assign the users to multiple on-prem applications. Yeah, I would think it should be, you should be able, that's a pretty basic thing, right? It's just activating accounts and then putting them to different applications. Why not, right?
Yeah.
It does say on-prem applications. I guess that shouldn't matter, right? Should that matter if it's on-prem versus cloud-based?
I don't think it should matter.
me think for a second. The applications are on-prem, meaning it has to stay at the company's physical databases in their physical location, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Okta is trying to communicate with such an application. I don't know. I guess it should be able to. So I would say yes to this one. Configure a direct real-time sync with an application. Configure a direct real-time sync with an application. I mean, yeah, I guess.
Uh,
I don't understand exactly what is it. I mean, I understand direct real-time sync with an application, but like, why not, right? Like, if you have an application, like, say you configure Okta to Salesforce, and someone, joins Salesforce, makes a new account, automatically pushes them to Okta instantly. Why can't you automate that? I think it should be automated, right?
mhm.
Or like, say you set up a workflow between AD to Okta to Salesforce. New guy joins using workflows. He should instantly and automatically be able to just join all, get all the permissions to all the applications and stuff that he needs, right? That
Yeah.
would be in that scenario real time. I think this is yes.
All right. Go for it. Go for yes. Sis.
Shit.
No.
Got everything wrong on this one. Don't meaning like they don't Okta's workflows doesn't support this, I guess.
Okay. October for those post synchronization.
So if it's not synchronized flows, then what kind of flow is it? Like you have to manually click a button every time to say, hey, now update? Or does it do it every few minutes or few hours or something like that? I think maybe it does it periodically. It's not instantaneous.
You can set it up.
Periodic update of maybe like every few minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm assuming. I don't know. I have no idea.
Think maybe the update so often. I think maybe you can set it up to the update.
Yeah, maybe you can set up the how often it syncs.
Yeah.
Maybe it has some options like every 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, half hour. Company wants to automate their user onboarding and offboarding process using workflows. The question is whether this use case can be effectively automated using workflows. Okay. That's what I was thinking too, is on-prem type of stuff is usually very legacy type of applications, and Okta is way too modern for those kind of things, right?
Mm-hmm. What are you thinking of? Okta refers design for cloud-based workflow.
If you're working with on-prem systems like a traditional AD environment, it's better to use tools that are specifically designed for handling these legacy connections. Example, Okta AD agent directory integration. Okay. Configure a direct real-time sync with an application. Okta Workflows does not support synchronous flows, which is what we would need, would be needed for a real-time sync with applications. Okta Workflows is asynchronous by nature. This means workflows run on a sequence but do not execute immediately or in real time. It's designed for event-driven actions like automating a user's lifecycle or data management tasks, but does not handle immediate real-time syncing with systems. You should look for other tools or connectors in Okta, such as for such use cases, especially when dealing with on-prem systems like Active Directory. Synchronous operations like direct real-time syncing are not supported in Okta workflows. Okay. You want to do like one more and then call it?
Yeah, my
Oh
bad. I
shit.
kind of sleepy.
Yeah, I was about to say we just ended too, so it's fine. It's a good stopping point.
Oh, okay, okay. All right then.
All right then, bro. Let me know when you want to meet. I have free almost whole day tomorrow. I
Whole day
think,
tomorrow?
yeah, I think let's try to be a little consistent because I feel like if we just, stay at it like 4, 5, 6 days in a row,
Mm-hmm.
I'm convinced, bro, we can take this exam in like a week. Like if
All
we did
right then.
1 or 2 hours, like next 5, 6 days, I'm confident that we can take this and pass this.
All right then. I could
So
be
yeah, so just let me know some availability you have tomorrow and Sunday. Same, I'm very free.
okay. I'd be available in the night. Let's say after after 11 p.m. ET. Sunday I could do 10 p.m. or earlier Sunday. I could do earlier Sunday. But like on the weekends, it's mainly in the night sometimes.